Adirondack 46, here's my last video wrapping up all the peaks I did. So this is the floating logs that I said in my last clip. Yeah, and then here's 27 and 28, Street and I. They're kind of unforgettable, or forgettable, like nothing. You could hike them from the lodge via Indian Pass, pretty much it, no views. And then these are the famous Santanoni range. You got famous Cooch, which sucks, and then you got Santanoni, which is kind of lackluster, and then Panther, which is gorgeous. I recommend saving Panther for last because then you can just relax on this beautiful summit. Look at how beautiful it is. And that's via you park where you park for Mount Allen. And then this is Mount Marshall. This was my 32nd high peak, and I did this via Avalanche Pass and Adirondack Lodge. And then 33, I hiked the infamous Mount Allen, which is 10 miles to the peak and 10 miles back. It is a total of 20 miles in one day, round trip. And I think we started that at like 4 or 5 a.m. in the morning. Yes, we were crazy, but we got it done. And then this is of the Habasa Loop again. This is where I actually hiked it the right way. And you start from the John Brook Lodge area or the garden parking lot, and you go to Haystack first, and then you go to Basin, and then you climb up the famous Saddleback Cliffs, which I thought were terrifying. Then this is Mount Redfield and Mount Cliff. Oh my God, hated those. Never ever want to do this again. And then I did part of the Seaward range, and I did Seaward, Donaldson, and Emmons. And those are nice because that's a nice easy day hike, and then you can do Seymour another day, or you can backpack those. All right, and then this is the Dix range. I did Montcalm. That was the Montcalm slide. South Dix, and then Grace Peak. Grace Peak is lovely. This is a really nice, pretty easy hike. I think this should be one of the first hikes people do. And then 42 and 43, I finished the Dix range with Dix Mountain and Huff Peak via Round Pond. Don't recommend it via Round Pond. It sucks, and it's longer than it needs to be. All right, and then 44, I did Mount Colden. As you can see, though, that was the plane crash. My friend had to get Mount Marshall, so I hiked it with her, and then I cut off and did Mount Colden. Again, don't recommend it because that was a 22-mile day, but we got it done. And then this is Seymour, number 45. Seymour is really chill until you get to that little rock cairn, and it sucks the last, like, mile and a half. And then this is the hike I accidentally ended on, but it worked out because my grandma's maiden name is Armstrong, so it made sense that I ended on that one for her. And yeah, that's what I ended on. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this was helpful, and yeah, thank you so much. Bye.